As far as we know, there are between 6.5 and 7.5 million dogs in Britain. Between them, they'll be depositing something like 1,000 tonnes of dog mess a day on the country's streets and in its parks. It's a hugely emotive issue. We're here in Ottery St Mary, which is a small town in East Devon, where the council are so upset about the situation that they're proposing to ban dogs completely from some of the town's parks. So the dog owners of Ottery St Mary are not happy, and they've formed a resistance group. It's called Ottery Dogs, and we'll go and talk to them.
We go out once a month and carry out a poop scoop. The real problems are on the streets, not these parks. So as a group, we go out, we physically clean this up, and we record the number, and that is now published in the public domain on a monthly basis.
And that's kind of the aim of that being to encourage responsible dog ownership,
to create an atmosphere where people feel they can come forward and complain if they see people not picking up half their dog.
We believe so passionately in trying to develop responsible dog ownership that's what we do. We pick up
other people's dogs.
Horrible cold poos that might have been there for a week. It's much nicer having a warm one in the winter.
Oh, God! I can't quite imagine putting my hand in a plastic bag and lifting up the... I mean,
do you want to try it? we could go through the motions. We haven't got anyone to perform for us at the moment, but you open the bag.
Right.
Stick your hand in. You cup your hand.
Right.
And there's nothing really... Try
to go for the leaf. All right.
Okay, so you wrap it around with the other hand. You've got the doings in there.
Yeah.
You tie the knot, and the bin's up there. Like
and
that.
That's it. There is nothing more revolting than dog's mess on a kid's shoes or clothes or hands, and so obviously the people who get most upset about this whole thing are the parents of young children.
It's just not compatible, is it, to have dogs pooing on the ground and then kids coming and playing on it, whether people pick up after their dogs or not.
If everybody just picked up, it would be so much easier because he could just run around, and I don't drive either. I've got a buggy, the streets are all really narrow, I've got a dog on a lead. The only place I can really take him to be off the lead is in the park. So if he can't go there, I don't know where I'm going to take him really.
I think when it's a regular play area, it should be banned, yeah. I mean, they've got the swings fenced off, which is, that's fair enough there. Anybody that let them in there is totally irresponsible.
So now we're going to see the Mayor of Ottery St Mary and some of his fellow councillors, who are the people who are proposing the ban on dogs in the playing fields. Are you anti-dogs?
Certainly not.
Definitely not. I have a dog of my own.
I accept that dogs will play in their own back garden with their children, and that is the parents' responsibility. When it becomes a playing field, it is the council's responsibility, and there is no way that we can control that.
One child would have to go blind from this infection they could pick up from dogs not being wormed. One child, whenever. That would be our responsibility then. We wouldn't want to be held responsible for that.
Whether or not we're ever going to be able to find any middle ground on this, I am really not convinced. I think that if you are a parent of young children, then the last thing you want is for your child to be running around in an area where dogs have been. Even if the owners are responsible and clear up after them, there's still going to be some left, and it's still going to be horrible. If you're a dog owner, then you feel you've got rights, and you feel that if you're responsible, then you should be able to exercise those rights and take your dog where you like. And at the moment, as we've seen in Ottery St Mary, feelings are running extremely high. Whether or not the two parties are ever going to understand each other, I really don't know.